Good morning from paradise, folks. Here's part 3 in our solar series. Just thought I'd show you our view real quick. There's our house. And let's go back into the solar shed. Today we're going to talk about batteries and monitoring. Last time I covered the brains of the operation, but I kind of skipped over something I wanted to show you real quick. I wanted to show you this monitoring. You can see it better now. These are our charge controllers. You can see, so we have 2 of them. They're identical. 2 strings go into one, and the other 2 strings go into this one. So we have 4 strings of solar panels, and the 2 charge controllers handle half panels each. So you can see here, you get this right there. That's how much wattage we're actually getting out of the solar panels right now. 920 watts is basically what that's saying. It's saying 0.92 kilowatts, which is 920 watts. They're rated at 1300 watts, so we're not quite getting our full wattage, and we will get that full wattage when the sun is high and overhead. So midday you get your full wattage. And then on this one over here you can see kilowatt hours. This is how much you'll get over a day. So 1 kilowatt for 1 hour will be 1. So as that goes up over the day, we'll usually get out of each series of panels, we'll probably get 4 to 5 kilowatt hours out of a day. So out of the total system, about 9 kilowatt hours. That's what a typical house will need over a day. Our house is pretty typical. I'll take you inside in another video and show you just how we live, that we're able to do this. The other thing I wanted to show you is this little camera here. So we have an Outback system, and Outback has a remote monitoring system where you would basically get this little screen on a remote that would go inside the house. But they're like $500-600, and they're, for the most part, they're still hardwired. You'd have to run wires into the house, which would be expensive and tricky. So I've got this little webcam here that connects to Wi-Fi, and then I have an app on this phone that I'm shooting the video on. That whole system was about, I don't know, $85, I think. And I get to monitor my battery levels and do it a lot cheaper than what Outback would have you do it. So with that, let's take a look at here's my bin. Let me back up a little bit here. You can see this is just a basic, very, very basic chest. And inside is our battery system. So there's 16 batteries, and they are wired in series and parallel. So the rows are wired in series from battery to battery, and then in parallel. So what this does, if you're not familiar with how voltage works, just allows you to store a lot of power for a fairly efficient battery system. So 16 batteries. This system will store enough power for us to go without sunshine for about 2 or 3 days. If the batteries were full and then the sun didn't shine, we could go for about 2 or 3 days without sunshine. So you're probably wondering, well, what happens after that 2 or 3 days if you don't have sunshine? That does happen here in the mountains of Colorado. We'll get storms for up to a week sometimes, and in that case we have a backup generator, and that's what I'm going to cover in the next video. Stay tuned.